welcome to the Daily Mix. I'm Angella Sharpe. I'm so glad you could join me again this Monday evening. Now, if you haven't checked this out before, let me tell you what it's all about. The Daily Mix covers everything. Something in St. Louis going on that maybe you want to check out, I will tell you about it. Anybody who comes through the Lou, I'll tell you about that too. And jobs. Everybody wants a job. I've got that going on here too. So basically, it's all the good gossip happening in and around St. Louis. So always make sure you tune in to the Daily Mix right here on STL TV. And this weekend were two really big things that everybody was talking about, right? The Oscars and the Daytona 500. Well, let's start with the Oscars because personally for me, I found that to be the most boring. But I really like Neil Patrick Harris, so I was really kind of surprised that he was rather boring. But the Oscars are always an interesting time. The thing he did that I thought was the funniest was when he talked to a couple of seat fillers in the crowd. You could tell that that first seat filler didn't really know what she was supposed to do. I think typically as a seat filler, you're supposed to pretend you're famous and not speak to anybody, even when spoken to. So when Neil Patrick Harris came down with a microphone, she was a little not sure what to do. So I thought that was really kind of cute. And then Lady Gaga. I have never been a Lady Gaga fan. I mean, she's got a couple songs on the radio that are kind of catchy, but I couldn't tell you the names of them. But then she sang from The Sound of Music. She didn't look weird, and she sang beautifully. Who knew she was so talented? It's kind of a shame that somebody has to dress up like a complete crazy person and then take that away before you actually notice how truly talented they are. So that was kind of cool. And a lot of people with different platforms at the Oscars. Equal pay for women, the being weird, that one I really was kind of emotional. And of course, call your parents. The Oscars always gives you something to talk about, and especially fashion. But for me, what I was focused on was the Daytona 500. This Daytona 500, even before it started, had a lot going on with it. First of all, Jeff Gordon, four-time NASCAR champion, announced that this was going to be his last full season, racing in NASCAR. Then Kurt Busch, well, he's got a lot of drama with his wife, right? They're getting a divorce. He said that she was an assassin. She said that he abused her. Well, the courts sided with her. She got a restraining order, and he got suspended from NASCAR. Done. He is done. He appealed twice, actually, and failed both times. And then Kurt Busch, his brother, an excellent race car driver, and I've had a chance to interview him, a really awesome dude, too. He was in an accident the day before at Daytona. He ended up hitting up one of the inside walls that didn't have the softer barriers there, broke his leg and his foot. So he also had to be replaced for the Daytona 500, which is kind of crazy. And the Daytona 500 never disappoints. There's always an accident right close to the end. This time there was. They had a green-white checker finish. My boyfriend, who doesn't know he's my boyfriend yet, Dale Earnhardt Jr., came in third, and Joey Logano won his very first Daytona 500. The thing I thought that was coolest about this was that in his interview afterwards, you could tell he was surprised and excited. The thing with these NASCAR guys, and pretty much all athletes, they're really polished. They really know how to say their sponsor's name and to say exactly what you need to hear for your soundbite. But in Joey's, thank you space, he just kept saying, oh my gosh, this is so great. And he was really kind of geeked out about it, which was really cool. Now I'm going to take you for what's going on in and around St. Louis. The St. Louis Science Center, James S. McDonald Planetarium, lit up tonight, bright blue and green, in honor of National Eating Disorder Awareness Week. That's right, this week is National Eating Disorder Awareness Week. Now, they actually say that 4 out of 10 Americans either have or know someone with an eating disorder, and eating disorder is the most fatal of all the mental illnesses, and it's obviously very serious too. So definitely check out more information on them at nedawareness.org. Now, your St. Louis Blues are playing tomorrow night against the Canadians, and hopefully we'll see a lot of this guy. That's the towel guy, right? Everybody likes the towel guy. He counts down the goals when the Blues score a goal, and everybody joins in with him. Actually, we saw a lot of him on Friday night, not so much of him on Saturday night. Hopefully tomorrow we'll see a bunch of him. Well, guess what? He's going to be right here with me on After the Mix, so make sure you keep it locked right here on STL TV. And other cool people coming to the Lou, well, that will be the Isley Brothers. They were recently in town to help Mathews-Dickey co-founder Martin Mathews retire with a bang. They put on a whole show. We're talking dancers, we're talking band, the whole nine. And of course, there were a lot of famous people there to help celebrate. Mayor Francis Slay was there. Bill DeWitt III, the Cardinals president, he was there, and Jackie Joyner-Kersee, she actually said he was her inspiration for her own youth organization. So that's pretty cool, and happy retirement. Now, there's always some big money ideas coming out of St. Louis, and this one sounds delicious. It's called Top Tier Cheesecakes. Basically, it's gourmet cheesecakes. This is so cool. This girl started out at 16 baking as a hobby. Now she is 31 and she has her own store. Everything is made with natural ingredients in her own kitchen, and every month she tries out a different flavor, something a little bit crazy and kind of fun. There's also different shapes you can make. And although she hasn't found one that's calorie-free yet, she does have a gluten-free option and a dairy-free option. You can sign me up for the gluten-free option any day. I just love cheesecake. Look at that, and that's so cool, right? You can do anything you want to your cheesecake, make it really exciting. She said brides obviously really like that. So definitely check them out if you have an event or anything, or maybe if you're just hungry. It's toptiercheesecakes.com. Now, there's great developments happening in downtown St. Louis. We already know that they're redoing the whole arch grounds. That's going to be really cool. There's a lot of places that you can live. Well, get this. Now there's going to be a National Blues Museum set to open up this summer. And not the Blues that I love, the hockey team, but the blues, the music, right? How cool is that? It's going to open up this summer, and they say that, they really want downtown to be a place where you would come to, check out some blues music. So check out this clip from downtown STL.
St. Louis both has a great history of music, but it also has a lot of wonderful musicians that are making their living today in St. Louis. So part of the reason for putting the National Blues Museum in St. Louis is that we can make an impact from an economic development perspective by putting a stake in the ground around music in St. Louis, similar to the way some of the Delta towns made music an aspect of why people travel to that town. So the National Blues Museum, because of its location proximate to the convention center, 2 blocks from the arch grounds, right in the middle of downtown, we are in a position to leverage the assets that St. Louis has in the music world. We are in the middle of where 10 million folks a year come to visit.
That's definitely cool. A blues museum. There's a lot more information on that full video, so definitely check out their full video. It's got all the developments going on. You go to YouTube, go to Downtown STL channel, and check them out. Like I said, places to live, places to walk to. Definitely want to check it out. Now, Ballpark Village is having a recruitment event Tuesday, February 24th. That's tomorrow. So if you need a job in food service, maybe you are a server, a dishwasher, maybe you can take cash or bounce, all of that stuff, you need to go to Slate, an American Job Center, and pre-register. Now, you pre-register at Slate from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., or you can even check out stlballparkvillage.com/careers. Now, this is at Slate tomorrow, so don't go to Ballpark Village. They're not going to be able to help you. But, Ballpark Village employs a bunch of people all year long. So if that's something you're into, something you could be into, definitely check them out. Deer Valley Home Health Recruitment is also having their own event. So if you're a nurse or a healthcare provider, especially nurses, they need a lot of nurses. That is Friday, February 27th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Missouri Career Center. That's at 26 North Oaks Plaza. So if you're in the health field profession, check them out. You can find out more about these events and thousands of hot jobs online at jobs.mo.gov. We're always trying to help you get a job, right? Do you need a job? Well, here's your chance to tell employers, well, they should hire me. And by me, I mean you. So this is what you need to do. You send us an email at hireme@stltv.net and let us know why you're looking for work, what kind of work you do, what kind of experience you have. If we select you, you will come right in here and videotape yourself telling us, hey, hire me, and then we can air it right here. And hey, fingers crossed, maybe you'll get that job you've always wanted. Now it's time to take it on back for a little rewind action. We're going to check out the Oscar watch party that happened at Ballpark Village.
An Oscars viewing party was held at Ballpark Village Sunday night. The event was hosted by local radio host Guy Phillips of Y98 and served as an auction and fundraiser for the Whittaker St. Louis International Film Festival, with a donation of at least $5 asked of those in attendance. Kim Tucci, co-founder of the Pasta House, helped MC and sat down with the producer of the 2014 film Marshall the Miracle Dog, based on the book of the same name. Like the Academy Awards, the Oscars viewing party was a hit.
That's really cool. And there's a lot of cool stuff happening. And this week in particular is Stadium District Restaurant Week. It's February 23rd through March 1st. Now, this is pretty cool. You can go to these different places for lunch and dinner and get maybe a discounted or different price for some of the items. Plus, you can earn rewards for your next visit back. Now, they have their own hashtag, so you can follow the conversation. It's hashtag SDRW2015. And you can always check out more information at stlballparkvillage.com. That's pretty cool. Want to check out what's available for lunch and dinner, especially if you work in downtown St. Louis. Now, if you're headed to Ballpark Village, why not sport a pair of these shoes? These are the coolest shoes ever. They're from Wicked Addiction. She'll be here. The owner of that will be here coming up after the show. I actually have a pair of those, but blues style for the blues. And don't worry, ladies, it's not just sports themes they do. They do pretty much anything you could possibly imagine. So make sure you keep it right here for After the Mix, happening right after the Daily Mix. And ladies, I'll hook you up with how you can get some awesome shoes. Now, are you into beer? Are you one of those beer lovers? The Centennial Beer Festival is Thursday, February 26th through Saturday, the 28th. Now, they say this is really cool. They say that, are you new to beer? They've got something for you. Have you been into beer for a very, very long time and are looking for something new? Well, they've got something for you too. Over 25 different brewers will be around, so you definitely want to check this out if beer is your passion. And I know a lot of people are doing their own little brewing things in their basement. Want to check out how the big boys do it? Definitely come to this event. It's centennialbeerfestival.com. And a lot of people work their lives around the Builders Home and Garden Show. Well, the 38th annual one of those is coming up. The 30th annual Builders Home and Garden Show is February 26th through March 1st at America Center and the Edward Jones Dome. Yes, it's so big, it takes over both of those. Over 18,000 different booths will be around. So if you're looking for pools and spas, are you looking for your garden? Are you looking for interior design? Are you pretty much anything you're looking for, they've got it. They've also got a little area of how to go green in your home. So if you're health conscious, you want to check that out. This is a huge event all year long, so check out stlhomeshow.com for information on that. Now, you definitely want to check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. We're in all of those. Definitely YouTube, especially if you want to rewatch a show or maybe you missed something. Well, we've got that for you up on YouTube. And you can always drop us a line right here at the Daily Mix at stltv.net. We definitely want to hear from you. Are you a business? Do you want to tell us about an event maybe we didn't know was going on? Just let us know what's happening in and around. You can also tell us what you love or don't like about the show too. Just let us know. Now, you want to make sure you tune in again tomorrow night for the Daily Mix at 8 p.m. Gina Cheatham will bring you the latest in the Lou. But before any of that, I need you to keep it right here for After the Mix. I've got the towel guy, the guy who counts all the goals down for the St. Louis Blues. He's in the house, and the owner of Wicked Addiction. Ladies, do you want high heels that make a statement? They definitely have you covered. So make sure you keep it right here for After the Mix. And I, Angella Sharpe, will see you next time, next week on the Daily Mix. See ya.